Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. As we bid farewell to the chilly winter mornings and welcome in spring, we're here at the beautiful White Tank Mountains in Buckeye, Arizona in celebration of Earth Month. With the changing season of winter showers, April brings spring flowers. As we welcome the vibrant colors of spring, we also embrace Earth Month, a time dedicated to celebrating our planet. Whether it's participating in local cleanups, planting trees, learning about native species, reducing waste, supporting local environmental organizations, or even hosting a community event focused on sustainability, there are countless ways to make a difference. Earth Month is a meaningful opportunity to reflect on environmental issues, promote sustainable practices, and inspire action to protect and preserve our planet for future generations. Just like the White Tank Mountains Conservancy, whose mission is to inspire all to conserve and enjoy the cultural and natural resources of the White Tank Mountains.
We like to think that, the White Tank Mountains are the crown jewel of the West Valley. Just the rich cultural asset that is the great Sonoran Desert. This is actually the most biodiverse desert on the planet. It's a hidden gem, and you don't really notice it, at least we didn't. And I think a lot of people that move here don't really understand what's here. You need to really kind of understand things and become involved and become engaged. And once you do, you realize the beauty and the history and the opportunity that those kinds of engagements present.
White Tank Mountains Conservancy is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It was created back in 2014, created by public, nonprofit, private, municipal sector leaders to get ahead of a potential problem of unsustainable development. The mission of White Tank Conservancy is to inspire all to conserve and enjoy the cultural and natural resources of the White Tank Mountains. It's really about promoting sustainable development, economic opportunities, and quality of life while conserving an important regional wildlife corridor.
This place existed, for thousands and thousands of years, long before any of us showed up and decided, to put shovels in the ground and build roads and create communities. And so the really cool thing that's happening here at the White Tank Mountains Conservancy is we have an extraordinary opportunity to grow in a smart way, to develop our communities, to build community, to come together.
We've got 550 species of animals out here in this area and 615 native plant species. So a lot of wildlife out here, a lot of recreational opportunities. There's two parks in the White Tank Mountains. It's the Skyline Regional Park, which is City of Buckeye owned, and White Tank Mountain Regional Park, which is the county park where we are, the beauty behind us.
Very grateful for the support of Cox Communication and really appreciate their interest in environmental stewardship and conservation. In fact, we're very proud that we received a few years back the Cox Conserve Heroes Award, and the Conservancy runs largely on human capital, hundreds and hundreds of volunteers and citizen science and trail stewards. We really do have a moment right now that we need to seize when we're planning, what we're going to be doing out here to conserve the natural asset that is this wonderful, Sonoran Desert, but also come together as a region and collaborate and grow in really smart and efficient ways.
There are many ways to show your support for the White Tank Mountains Conservancy initiative, and one of them is by celebrating White Tank Wild Day, officially proclaimed on April 22nd in honor of Earth Day. This special day is packed with fun and meaningful events designed to help conserve the natural and cultural resources of the White Tank Mountain Range. In addition, the Conservancy is partnered with Moe's Southwest Grill in Goodyear, Arizona, where a portion of all sales will be donated to support their efforts. To learn more, visit WTMconservancy.org. What a great way of contributing to our vibrant planet. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at the White Tank Mountain Regional Park, located in Arizona's beautiful Sonoran Desert in celebration of Earth Month. White Tank Mountain Regional Park is part of Maricopa County's park system, the largest of its kind in the country, consisting of 12 regional parks covering approximately 120,000 acres. 10 of the parks, including White Tank Mountain Regional Park, are now connected by the Maricopa Trail, a 315-mile trail that encircles the greater Phoenix metropolitan area. The park also has facilities for both hookup and dry camping, many ramadas, picnic areas, restrooms, and a nature center. For more information, visit WTMconservancy.org. We visited the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley at Robson Family Branch for an exciting new reveal of a Cox Innovation Lab. Take a look.
We're here at the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley, Ed Robson Family Branch, to dedicate a Cox Innovation Lab to create an environment where the kids at the club can come to not only do homework, but to explore their curiosity about the world. On behalf of Cox Communications and our 2,300 employees here in the Metro Phoenix area, I'm Susan Annable, and I'm delighted to be here today at the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley, Ed Robson Family Branch, for a really important dedication.
Oh man, Susan, we are so excited that you all would do this for our kids. This is the 14th Cox Innovation Lab, and we are so grateful for everything that you are doing, especially at the Ed Robson Family Branch.
Well, one of your kids here at the club wrote us a very nice thank you note saying how much this meant and that this meant the world to them. Well, these kids mean the world to us, and we are so excited to have this Innovation Lab grand opening today and here to celebrate.
We're so excited. Should we cut the ribbon?
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right, you guys ready? This is big.
3, 2,
1. Here we go. Cox Innovation Labs are so important. This is the 14th one that Cox has done for our kids. And the amount of programming that happens in these spaces is incredible. So every day after school and all during out of school time hours, all of our kids are coming in and not only getting computer time and lots of STEM programming and things that they're learning educational wise, this truly is an innovation lab. This is a place where we want them to dream, where we want them to think of all the things that they could be and could do and get a chance to create as well.
The Cox Innovation Labs are a great example of our partnership, our longtime partnership with the Boys and Girls Clubs. What Cox does is we bring an investment of $30,000 into the club to help create not only a computer lab, but a place where there's technology and give these kids an opportunity to explore their interest in all kinds of things.
Technologies in here are incredible. We've got a bunch of computers. We have a whole e-gaming space here with Nintendo Switches, which of course is one of the kids' favorite activities to do. Just all of the techs and gadgets that kids in this day and age would want to have, especially for all the things they're going to face in the future.
Nationally, we have over 100 Cox Innovation Labs across the country, and I'm delighted to say that we have over 50 of those right here in Arizona for our kids and for our families that need a place to be able to connect. Cox has a mission called A World Within Reach, and the only way we can accomplish that with these kids is to connect them and to provide opportunities through our digital equity initiatives, not only providing a low-cost internet service to the home, but also creating these lab environments where kids can connect.
Cox family, we are so grateful for all that you do for us. You have no idea the impact that you have every day on kids all across the valley here for Boys and Girls Clubs, and understanding that you are truly making a difference in the lives of those who need it most. Thank you so much.
Since 2003, Cox has partnered with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America to help position kids for successful futures. The goal is to provide a state-of-the-art innovation lab packed with tools, technology, and high-speed internet to narrow the digital divide in communities. The labs are a safe place where students can tap into the internet, learn about robotics, discover 3D printing, and acquire new STEM skills. For more information, visit cox.com. In celebration of Earth Month, we also visited the Desert Botanical Garden, an organization whose mission is to advance education, research, exhibition, and conservation of desert plants from around the world with a particular focus on the Sonoran Desert. Take a look.
The Sonoran Desert, which is where we are, is the most biodiverse desert of any desert in the world, so it's super unique. The Desert Botanical Garden is focused on the things that are starting right in our backyard and then in other parts of the world that are very much like this place in terms of being deserts. It's a special place for plants because we are not only displaying plants of the desert, but we're researching these plants and we're conserving these plants. And in addition, because we have so many native plants here, it means that this is also an oasis for a lot of different desert wildlife. Everything from little ground squirrels to road runners to occasionally a javelina, coyotes, things like that. So many people come to Phoenix on vacation as tourists because they want to experience this very special environment. But a lot of people come to live here because they also see this as a fantastic place for getting outside, for recreating, for hiking, for bird watching, for you name it. And my thinking is, if we don't keep an eye on things, if we don't actively work to protect these spaces, then everything we love about them could disappear.
Visitors can expect that whatever they're looking for in the day, they can find it at the garden. If they're looking for some peace and quiet, to get out in nature, they can do that. If they're just looking for beauty, to take some amazing photographs and document what life is like in the desert, they could do that here. If they want to have some fun and get engaged and do, fun, interesting activities, we've got that too. Local schools love to come out here and give their kids sort of a real life experience in the desert. They're able to connect to the curriculum around life cycles and adaptations. They get to come out and see these things here in the desert that you can't see in the classroom or even on your playground. So we have guided field trip programs where we help teach children. We have the most amazing summer camps all through June. Kids from the age of 6 to 12 can come out to the garden. They play outside, but we really are conscious of the weather and the heat. So we get outside for short bursts and then we play in water and we cool off. We bring out other visitors from around town. So it's really a neat opportunity for kids to learn all about life in the desert.
The garden is an amazing place to visit all year round. Right now, we're showing Orchid Fever that allows us to emphasize the amazing diversity of the orchid family, but also the work that we're doing with orchids here. But there are so many other things that we do throughout the year. It's always something happening here at the Desert Botanical Garden. So always check our website, always look for what's happening because there's always something for everybody. To learn more, to plan your visit to Desert Botanical Garden, please visit us online at dbg.org.
What a great way of doing more for our planet. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. I'm here with Sharma Torrens, Executive Director of the White Tank Mountains Conservancy. Sharma, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, let's walk and talk. Tell us a little bit about your role with the White Tank Mountains Conservancy.
Yeah, so I'm the Executive Director for the White Tank Mountains Conservancy. I joined a little over a year ago. And yeah, I do everything from fundraising to working with the partnerships to the administration. So we've got 11-member volunteer board. We've got a leadership team that manage our volunteer activities and lots of stewards to help us.
Now, obviously, this site, everything is so gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
We know we have to come together as a community to really, preserve our planet.
Yes.
And so what are some tips? What are some ways as a community we can come together when it comes to conserving our planet and protecting the nature around us?
Yeah, well, and thank you for asking that. I encourage everyone to really get involved, especially Earth Day, because that kind of highlights it. Get involved. So there's nonprofit organizations, including White Tank Mountain Conservancy, rely upon grants and donations, so heavily upon financial contributions from their generous donors. So I would just really encourage getting involved and helping us conserve this crown jewel of the West Valley.
Now, Sharma, you all have something called the Connectivity Initiative.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit more about that and how we can all get involved with that.
Yeah, so that's our main program, and that's how we keep the biodiversity and keep the mountain alive and wild. It was established in 2016. Really what the Connectivity Initiative does is it establishes collaborations between landowners, land use decision makers around the White Tank Mountains to ensure that their land use plans incorporate conservation into them so that they keep areas open for the wildlife corridor so they can move and find mates and resources and keep the biodiversity.
Talk to us a little bit more about just the mission and the overall goal of the White Tank Mountains Conservancy.
Yeah, so the mission is really to inspire all to conserve and enjoy the cultural and natural resources of the White Tank Mountains. But it's really about promoting sustainable development, economic opportunities, and quality of life while conserving an important regional wildlife corridor. We know that growth and development will occur. We just want it to occur in a thoughtful manner, and especially around the White Tank Mountains to keep those areas open for the wildlife.
Sharma, thanks so much for having us out today and educating us about all the amazing things that the White Tank Mountains Conservancy is doing in our community.
Thank you for having us, and we appreciate the partnership of Cox, Your View, and the Doing More show.
As Sharma and I continue our hike, take a look at our recent visit to Las Vegas for a brand new opening of a Cox Innovation Lab. Let's continue our hike, Sharma.
There are so many facets to why this partnership between Cox and the Mayor's Fund for Las Vegas Life and the City of Las Vegas is so important. This is historically an underserved area that has a deep, deep meaning to the history of Las Vegas. It's currently under a really vibrant revitalization process. So not only does this respond to workforce development, helping kids and young adults learn new skills, but also what it just brings to the community as far as making it a new vision for the historic West Side.
Some of the stuff we use for career exploration, we have the 3D printing, we have robotics, we have IT, we have computers, we even have different things in our other room, the podcast room, media, cameras. They get to learn how to code a website, they get to learn how to code a game. They get to learn that coding goes across the board in a variety of ways.
It's very hopeful for me. I always have this thing where I say, let's have the audacity to hope. So it is really a beacon for workforce development and pushing economic mobility and stability in this community. Something like this was never here. I was born and raised in this community, so this is truly giving access and a pipeline from education to workforce. So it's very personal to see that some of the people that I grew up with that still live over here, are going to have a chance to be lifted out of poverty, a chance to become educated and to have that American dream. And if it's not the standard American dream, whatever that they're dreaming for, they can achieve it.
I've been serving my community since I was a teenager myself, so to see our community come in, whether it's they're just needing help navigating their computer, or to see them come in and they're looking to change careers or just learn something new, because sometimes it's very intimidating. You need somebody with a smile. You need somebody that has the patience to sit down with them and talk it through. And that's me. That's me, my team. We have also additional staff here that works as well, but I love being a part of that journey.
Some of the young people, they just don't have this comfortable environment for them to come into, as well as the older population to get together and learn together. And that's an important thing to do, because if the younger generation have the experience that we have, they definitely gonna be successful. So I'm a strong supporter. We got to continue to keep this presence.
I think that this is a real representation of really what the Cox Innovation Center means for the community. It's important enough that the new facility, in the partnership with CSM and the City of Las Vegas, is going up right next door. I think it shows that there's an interest not only in the area, but there's an interest in making sure that we are a world-class city for innovation, and for also making sure we grow that next generation of people working in that industry.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be back. Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at the White Tank Mountain Regional Park, located in Arizona's beautiful Sonoran Desert, where we're discovering and connecting with nature in celebration of Earth Month. While in Las Vegas, our final stop took us to Sam and Ash, where we joined in celebration of the incredible success of the Safe Teen Driving Essay Contest. Launched during National Teen Driver Safety Week, the contest highlights the importance of promoting safer roads and responsible driving habits among young drivers. The winning essay truly embodies these values, inspiring others to make safety a priority behind the wheel. Take a look.
Look, I think we got a winner to bring up here. So, without further ado, Andrea.
I am beyond excited. Excited doesn't even cut it. My heart is beating super fast right now.
My mom, a nurse, her job to save lives inspires me to do my part in protecting them. My dad, who encouraged me to overcome life's challenges, has shown me the importance of resilience and accountability, which helps me navigate the road. It's not just a personal responsibility. It's a meaningful act of love and protection.
So we got to come out today and participate in awarding the grand prize, which was a 2024 Volkswagen Jetta Sport, and getting an opportunity to be in community with Sam and Ash and the school district and Andrea's family. It really just warmed our heart.
The critical thing for us is safe driving and making sure the roadways are safe. And what we loved about Andrea's essay was her focus on family, and now hearing that family was the driving force behind her even entering the competition. It's just really just goes to show what kind of person and student and member of the community she really is. So we're lucky to have her.
We are beyond excited. You have no idea, this means a lot to us, not just a surprise, but more than that. It brings a full circle of us, of a family story.
I think if every driver in Las Vegas was as thoughtful and as considerate and soulful as you are, Ash and I would be out of a job.
To any person listening, watching, or present here today, I hope that you remember just these 3 things. Number 1, if you see an opportunity as good as this, take it, because it can reap so much more benefits than you have imagined. I have met so many coincidences, I've met so many people, and I couldn't have asked for more. Number 2, always be safe. Whether you're driving, walking on crosswalks, or waiting for the light to turn green, make sure to be safe, because it's not just yourself on those roads, it's other people that want to go home to their families. And number 3, which is arguably the most important, always cherish your friends, your family, and loved ones, because in the end, they are the ones that care for you and you care for them.
I want to thank Sharma Torrens and the White Tank Mountains Conservancy for allowing us to play, relax, discover, heal, wonder, and connect with nature. Their dedication to the Sonoran Desert is inspiring. As we celebrate Earth Month, let us remember that the health of our planet is a reflection of our humanity. By choosing to be kind to the earth, whether it's by reducing waste, conserving water, planting native trees, or protecting wildlife habitats, we take meaningful steps towards a more sustainable future. Small acts like picking up litter, using reusable materials, or supporting local conservation efforts makes a big difference. Together, through care and compassion, we can ensure our planet thrives for generations to come. For more information on the White Tank Mountains Conservancy, visit WTMconservancy.org. I'm Erica Carden. It's Happy Earth Month, and thanks so much for joining me. See you next time on Doing More.